lot of new fans think, well, there's never been a star of Conor McGregor's power, and therefore he can steer the ship. For the first time in promotions history, you'll hear that. I'll hear reporters say that, reporters that were around back in the day of Tito. And they're all wrong. They forget history. Tito's a great example. And I asked him about this. I said, Tito, and let me set this up for you guys a little bit. As big of a star as Conor is, and he's a big star, I get it. As big as he is not as big of a star right now for the company, per cap, if you will, as Tito Ortiz used to be. And to set that up a little bit more, the UFC used to have 5 shows a year, and on a busy year, they'd have 6. That's how it was. There was only 2 divisions. For a while, there was only 1. There was no weigh-ins at all. There was just a division. Remember that? Remember those days, the Hoist Gracie days? You just show up. There was no weigh-in. Pretty soon, they had a weigh-in, and there became 2 divisions, the heavyweight division and what was called the middleweight division, which is now 205, light heavyweight. So you have these 2 divisions, so you can only have 2 stars even if you want to. Well, Tito Ortiz was driving the ship. If Tito Ortiz wasn't fighting, we weren't watching. It was as simple as that. And Tito Ortiz eventually got in some kind of a pissing match with the UFC. I can't even remember what it was about, but I remember it happening. And as a matter of who was going to blink first, well, at the end of the day, the UFC has no choice. It's not a matter of who's got positioning and who's got more power. It's not as simple as that. It always appears that, but it's actually not that. It's a matter of, look, the date's set and the venue's booked, and the number 1 rule in show business is the show must go on. So if the talent backs out, you replace the talent. It's as simple as that. Point is, when Conor's doing this right now, the one thing that he's missing, and I think it's because he's so young. Conor's only 27 years old, 28 years old. The one thing he's missing is the history element of it. The one thing he's missing is that he's not the first big star that they've had. He's also not the first big star that thought he became bigger than the company. So I asked Tito about it. I just asked him real straight. I set the stage like I just did for you guys, and I just said it to him. I go, look, what advice would you give Conor? Having been through this yourself, what advice? And Tito spoke extremely clearly. And he said, I did it wrong. One of the reasons I did it wrong is no one had done it before me. If somebody else had done what I set out to do, I could have learned from that guy.
gonna come back and fight, you know. 201 or 202. I would definitely put my money on that he'll be back.
Supplies, motherfucker. Some fries, motherfucker. Disguise, motherfucker. Some pies, motherfucker. All rise, motherfucker. Wrong size, motherfucker. First prize, motherfucker.
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.